and welcome to another rambling review from Adventures in TV Land. For this rambling review, we're going to talk briefly about the movie Young Washington. Young Washington is the story of the younger George Washington. It illustrates how he became the person who ended up becoming the commander of the Continental Army and our first president. But all of this takes place many years before that. It starts off with Washington as a young boy, and it's the death of his father, and he was tutored. He was brought under the tutelage of his half-brother, Lawrence, who taught him in the ways of chivalry and how the society, and helped educate him, because those things were denied to Washington as a child. And so he was in many ways a self-taught man. He didn't have formal schooling, formal education in that regards. And it follows him because he wants to become a soldier. He wants to become an officer in the British Army, to serve his Royal Highness, to serve the King of England. But that too is denied him. The British Army refused to give him a commission as an officer. He is eventually appointed. He's appointed as the commander of the Continental Militia of Virginia. Not the whole thing, but just a small band of them. He was appointed to deliver a message to the French, because they discovered that the French are there. They're settling territory that the British have claimed, but the French are claiming it as well. And something happens historically, if you know anything about it. In short, George Washington started the French and Indian War. He redeemed himself later in many ways. So Washington has to overcome that failure and rise to the occasion. And this film goes into that. Now, there are things the movie does twist around a little bit, narrows the focus with certain incidents, things like that. But overall, the movie is fairly, from what I know, I'm not necessarily a historian myself. I do know a little bit about history, but it is fairly historically accurate. And in some of the portrayals, and what it shows Fort Necessity, shows Washington signing this surrender notice, which actually he didn't realize it when he signed it, but that he was actually admitting to the assassination of this one French commander, and that was something he fought against, those accusations, for the rest of his life. It shows those things, and it shows too, though, that the courage and the character that was there, and why Washington became the commander and the general that he was, and became the person, really, in many ways. He was one of many, but he was the person on the front lines throughout the Revolutionary War, our commander-in-chief. He was responsible for helping save America and helping build America. Without George Washington, there would be no United States of America, period. You could say that about a lot of the founding fathers as well, because it's true for many of them. But Washington was the one that had the most military experience. This movie, Young Washington, shows a lot of that early military experience. It's a movie I highly recommend. I give this movie a solid A. I really enjoyed it. It's got some very interesting historical bits in there that, if you don't know a whole lot about Washington, it's very interesting, some of the things that happen. Go see Young Washington. See how George Washington, how he started out and how he became the man we all learned about in school. This has been another rambling review from Adventures in TV Land. I thank you for watching. Until next time, that's a wrap.